Hey guys, the topic of today's video is US roads and their names and history. In America, the names for street types are many and varied. Here are some of them, just as an example. As you can see, there are way too many to count. The ones highlighted in blue are the most common, so those are the ones I'm going to be talking about in today's video, which are road, street, avenue, boulevard, expressway, freeway, and highway. Key thing to note is that in modern towns, the names of these are basically meaningless. Most of them do not really have a deeper meaning behind them. However, today I'll be talking about the etymology and historical origin of these words, because in the past they were used pretty importantly. Historically, these names come from different sources, where each one has distinct meanings. First, let's start with road. A road is most simply a route between settlements or towns. The second type is a street. A street is a broad roadway with tall buildings on each side. This is usually a roadway inside of a town. This word came from the word via strata, which means paved road. This makes sense because roads in cities must be paved from the ground. Next is avenue. An avenue, historically, is a road lined with trees on either side, usually present in a wealthy person's home. Next is boulevard. The word boulevard is originally from French. This described the flat surface of a rampart. Now, for those of you who do not know what a rampart is, it is the flat surface that is on top of a wall inside of a castle. However, when these castles were destroyed after being attacked or overthrown, these ramparts became roads. Now let's dive into the difference between freeways, highways, and expressways. A freeway is a big road with full control of access, which means that cars can leave or enter at any point. This means that they have many exits and enter places where you can turn a left or turn a right, and then you would be on a regular road. Usually these roads are a little bit more dangerous and are more prone to car accidents because you are changing directions quickly at a very, very high miles per hour. Next is highway. Highway is interesting because it is a split dialect, which means that it means different things in different places. In the west coast of the US, such as Washington, Oregon, and California, a highway is for any road that connects two places. It is more of a general term. In California, it may also indicate a road where there will be toll places, because 90% of the time, people in California will use the word freeway. So highway is much, much less common. In the rest of the USA, they completely ignore the word freeway and only use the word highway as a general term for a big road that you can drive fast on. Now the last is an expressway. An expressway has controlled access, which means you cannot leave or enter whenever you want. You must enter at a controlled point. Now these expressways may look like horizontal or vertical lines without many different little openings that open at each sides where you might see on a freeway. It's mostly just a place where cars can drive fast to get from one place to another. Now that's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something new about different names of roads in the US. I know this can be very confusing, so hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference whenever you're driving on a road in America.